Good afternoon, welcome everybody as you join me, Nick Parry, and my co-commentator for this game, former Bala manager and indeed Colwyn Bay defender Colin Caton. Two teams who need a win, two teams who've played 5 games and have yet to secure a win, having had 4 draws each, 1 defeat each, both on 4 points. And the home side, Cardiff Met, in the bottom 2, and the visitors Colwyn Bay 2 places above. It has all the hallmarks of a draw game, and the hope is that one of these 2 sides will surprise us and that they will move on to secure their first 3 points of the season. In the home side, one change. Harry John comes into midfield, replacing Matt Chubb, and Sam Jones plays up front. 3 goals in 3 games for him in his encounters against Colwyn Bay.
Cardiff Met have gone with a flat back 4 and 2 holders in midfield, and then Reynolds, Rees, Mwambi as their forwards, and Sam, who's on a good rich vein of form, so hopefully they can get some goals today.
And for the visitors, well, there are 3 changes. The big news is Alex Brown, who's played 1 senior game in his career, comes in to play in goal, his Cymru Prem debut, and Jamie Cummings, Aaron Williams, the other 2 changes.
Yeah, Mike Wilde's gone with the 3 at the back, Siddle, Pete and Ford, and then he's gone with his favourite position in the sense with Williams and Robles up front, with Jordan Davis in behind.
And Davis and Robles, just the 1 goal between them. Big game for both sides, both managers acknowledging it's not been a poor start to the season. Beaten only the once, but the time does come when you need a win. And the home side in the blue shorts, the visitors in the all dark kit, and the statistics don't favour the visitors. 1 away win in top flight football in their last 10 away trips, whilst Cardiff Met, despite their struggles, have been beaten here only once in 2025, and always a difficult place to come to, Colin.
Yeah, it's a really tough place to go to, Cardiff Met. The pitch is really big. I think it's the same size as TNS's pitch. I think it's the biggest pitch in the league, one of them, so it's always a difficult place to go and get a result, and they've used their facilities and the pitch to good points over the season, over the previous seasons.
Everything about the place is big. It's a long walk to the entrance to the pitch, and it's simply a vast place, and that extends indeed to the playing surface, and that certainly has been to Cardiff Met's advantage. Nudged on there by Sam Jones. Early touch for Alex Brown, complimented. Yunus Cabo fails to keep that in, and it's a throw in to the home side, and Sodi will take this. You can see the wind. Those players who have hair. And again, the wind is very often a crucial feature here. And it seems to be a positive start by Cardiff Met.
Yeah, it's a bit helter-skelter at the moment. Lots of balls going up in the air. And foul there by Robles. And just, it's a bit hectic. Just need to try and get it down and settle it down. But I think the wind's not helping as well.
Two hands on the back. And an early opportunity for Lewis Rees to put this in. And Joel Edwards, number 3, the tall number 3, one of the cluster of players that now split on the edge of the box. And the foul on Nathan Peat. Player you know very well, Colin.
Yeah, Nathan's a real handful in both boxes. He's defended that edge of the box really well, and he scored 2 goals already this season for Colwyn Bay, so he is a real threat and a force in his own box, and an attacking threat in the his own attacking set plays as well.
It's been a slow start by the visitors, but Carbo there's on a good run, and the challenge was required. And good player, Colin.
Cargo's really good. Eunice Cargo is an excellent player. He's got so much pace and low gravity of run, and he's good step over getting into the box. But I think it's Bango who's got back there and forced him wide and forced the corner.
First corner of the game. Sam Hart to take this corner. The experienced Sam Hart, nominated Colwyn Bay captain for this season, and a very, very large presence, attacking presence. But that's a poor corner. That's easy for Kellen Absalom.
Kellen's come and caught an easy cross there. It's catching practice for him there, but I thought they can't waste their set plays. Colwyn Bay have got a massive aerial dominance that they should be able to capitalise on against Cardiff Met if the deliveries are good, but the deliveries, you know, it's got to be a lot better than that. But I think it got caught up in the wind.
Rees, that's a good delivery, and in fairness, it was Carbo who was back with Sam Jones, and having done well at one end of the pitch, he was back helping his defence there. Good ball in.
Yeah, it's great defending by Eunice there at the back post. His position in between Sam Jones and the goalkeeper to give him no chance at all, so good defending by Eunice.
It's an afternoon of 12:30 kickoffs in the Cymru Premier JD this afternoon, and Flint are already ahead against Llanelli. It's Barry Stevenson scored that goal, by the way. Scoreless in the other games, Bala, Penabont and New Saints and Haverfordwest. And then tomorrow, again at 12:30, Barry make the journey up to Carnarvon. And for those of you who are wondering, the rules have changed slightly. If the journey for a visiting team is over 140 miles, the game will be on a Saturday to give travel time, and then to accommodate the teams and probably the players more than anybody, kickoffs at 12:30, and so there's not too much hanging around, and more importantly perhaps for the younger players, there's a little bit of time at the end of a Saturday to enjoy themselves as well. So we'll be getting used to the 12:30 kickoffs. Edwards, and very scrappy at the moment.
Yeah, it is. It's really scrappy. Just needed to settle down, but you know, there's two teams, there's a lot at stake. They're trying to get their first win, and it's a bit cagey at the moment.
Sodi was in, but it's backfired, and Carbo has another opportunity. Robles is with him. Carbo caught in two minds perhaps, and that gave the Cardiff Met defenders a chance, but after having a good start, that's a challenge on Aaron Edwards. He wants to take the kick quickly. The foul, I think, was committed by Harry John.
Yeah, Aaron's done really well to intercept it, and Aaron's been a stalwart in the league for years, so he's done really well. I'm not sure, I think he's bought it there with his experience.
But that's what Aaron Edwards does so well, and he's playing A deep role today in front of the back four, and now another opportunity for Sam Hart to create the opportunity for the visitors to use their height advantage. That's hanging this time.
It's a good ball in, better ball in this time, and it's a good header. The first ball that comes into the box is crucial. That Cardiff Met defend it really well.
I think the offside was given against Aaron Williams. And Absalom, another one that you know very well.
Absalom was with us for a couple of seasons, and he was outstanding, to be fair. He got in the Wales C squad and got a move into the English system, which didn't quite work out for him, but his kicking ability and his distribution on the floor is second to none. He's a really good goalkeeper and a good lad as well.
Walsh forced backwards. Edwards. Sodi. Connors Key, by the way, aren't playing, and John Disney is here, taking advantage of that fact.
It's a good spell of possession by Cardiff Met there. You know, Cardiff Met are a good footballing side. They started to get themselves passing it there, and Colwyn Bay on the low block defended it quite well. Where they got it, they couldn't get through them.
Yep, Kabongo there, urging the Cardiff Met side to move up. Slightly more coming than number 7 for the visitors, gets his boot to that. Williams, it really is a battle, it's a scrap. Carbo. Nice play by Cumming. Cumming finds Carbo. That's a good ball into Robles, looking for his first goal this season, and that was nicked at the last minute by Dixon Kabongo. Good work by him.
It's a great touch by Louis. I thought Liam Walsh come round on the cover, did really well and intercepted the pass.
Yeah. It was a good ball in over Craven's head. And Walsh, well, he left his boot there about 45 seconds ago. This is the first opportunity he's had to recover that. Liam Walsh and ex-Barry, ex-Aberystwyth, of course, joined in the summer. A bit of banter between Sam Hart and Christian Edwards. And in the meantime, Colin, Bala have done rather well this season. Good start.
Yeah, they've done very well. Steve Fisher's done an outstanding job in his recruitment, and the results, have picked up some really good results, so it's good for the club and it's good for everyone involved at the club as well, so it's long may it continue. So I hope the results go well for him today as well.
Touched back by Jordan Davis. Again, Kabongo clears up towards Sam Jones. Kabongo again. He's as influential for Cardiff Met as Carbo is, and as I mentioned, it nice work by Carbo, far too easily past Sodi. That's a good ball in, looking for Williams. Davis was there as well.
Colwyn Bay having a lot of joy down this right-hand side. Lewis Carbo is doing fantastically well. He's put two crosses across the front there, and if Robles and Aaron Williams control them better, they've got a great opportunity to have a shot on goal. But Eunice is causing Cardiff Met a lot of problems down this right-hand side, and here he is again now.
And he's helped there by a poor ball. Saved by Kabongo, and Kabongo collects again, and he's gone past Aaron Edwards once. This again, Mwande. That's a good ball in by Mwande. Nobody there.
Yeah, it's a great bit of skill here by Fampa Mwambe. It's great that I can't believe Sam Jones is hanging out there. He's got to come in quicker at the back post there. You know, it's a great ball in. I was speaking to Ryan Jenkins this week, and Thumper's been their spark so far this season, really.
And Mwande, another summer acquisition. John, another summer acquisition. It's a nice ball in by Reynolds. Oh, one day across the face of the goal. Nobody there. Sam Jones again. You might feel should have been there to touch that in, but that's twice now that Mwande has caused problems. Carbo wants to turn defence into attack. Finds Davis. That's a good strong run by Davis. Robles is there. It's behind Robles. It's Williams.
Jordan Davis has done fantastically well down the right there. Pulled it back to Aaron Williams, who's just shot wide. Aaron Williams has just pulled it wide of the post.
This is the previous one, Colin.
Alex Brown's come there a bit hasty, obviously his first game for the club, and just feels a little bit of pressure where he's got to come and catch things, and he's misjudged that.
Best period of the game. That probably won't help Alex Brown's confidence. He's had some touches, but it's a big call to play him. But a chance for both sides. And the 19-year-old visiting goalkeeper will certainly feel he's got away with one there.
It's difficult for young goalies to come into the league. It's a physical league, and he's come under the ball there, and hopefully he'll settle and he'll do better judgment when he has more crosses like that.
That was an important interception by Sodi. Carbo was in.
Slow build-up here by Cardiff Met, starting to get a pattern in their play now.
The touch was enough, and Rees got the attempt at goal. Luckily for Brown, it was straight at him, but at least he's able to make a save. Good ball in.
Gets a good defending from Ford at the back post, and Rees athletically gets his shot away straight into the goalkeeper. He'll be happy after the mistake that he's made, that he's had good hands on that shot.
Talk about that mistake. That's a poor ball straight to Harry John, and that's a foul by Aaron Edwards, who accuses John of buying that one. It was a cheap giveaway of the ball.
Yeah, Sam Arts give the ball away into Harry John, then Harry John makes good ground and goes down quite easily, really, but he's bought a good foul into a good area.
Jordan Davis, not yet seen much of him in an attacking sense. Minutes played, and at the moment the anticipated outcome is the position. Nothing to divide these two sides, no one taking the advantage. Plenty of commitment.
I think the game's settled down now. They're starting to get a pattern of play now. Colwyn Bay have started to play out there as Cardiff Met have earlier on in the game, so I think the hectic side of the game is sort of like they couldn't carry on that pace, so it's settled down and they're starting to play a bit as they are here now.
Carbo. Davis. Again, Kabongo with him. He's frustrated by that decision. Kabongo's working really hard.
Yeah, it's a silly, really silly foul to make. You don't invite unnecessary pressure, so they're going to cause them problems now with the delivery. If it's a better delivery than the previous corner.
On his way up, Nathan Peat, number 4, top scorer. A presence always in both boxes. And again, a bundle that includes Lewis Cyril as well, and of course Robles always looking for the opportunity towards the near post. It's a good one, and the keeper was statuesque, and somehow the ball is cleared by the home side. Davis in again by Hart. That's simply hanging. Pete still up there. So declares. And the visiting side trying to keep the pressure going.
It's a great delivery in, and they don't win. I was said about winning the first contact with set plays coming in, but Kabongo can't concede the free kick, because the free kick coming into the box has caused no endless of problems there. And you know, I thought it was going to drop into the back post.
That goes back to the point that you were making. You were critical of the free kick that was conceded, but that's why. That's unnecessarily giving Colwyn Bay an advantage, because they're so good at set pieces.
Yeah, definitely. You don't invite unnecessary pressure, and to give fouls away in and around that area, it's going to cause you a lot of problems. They're dominantly big lads, dominantly good in the air, so it's going to cause you a lot of problems.
It was Williams, the man on the ball now, who got the touch from that free kick, and he's able to marshal that.
Corner to Colwyn Bay, and Sam Hart's coming over to take it. He'll be disappointed with his last set play, so he'll be looking to deliver a better ball into the corner. And obviously the big lads, I think they've got 5 lads attacking the ball and 1 in front of the goalie, so they've got to be strong and got to not give any free headers away to defend it.
Pete, Cyril and Ford all up. The 3 defenders, and the referee's seen enough there. Wants a word, and it'll be a word with certainly with Lewis Cyril, possibly also with Joel Edwards. And Sean Peter Davis from Wrexham is our referee today. And it's probably a good time to set out the boundaries and to make it clear what he will and won't tolerate. Have they listened? Well, it's still a good old scuffle there. Hart again. Once again it hangs, bodies fall, appeals in the meantime cleared by Sam Jones, who is back. Cabo back in. Williams got the head to it. Sam Jones still back, he clears. Good period for Colwyn Bay, but they'll feel perhaps that they need to capitalise now.
Yeah, definitely. Nathan Peat and Joel Edwards had a good wrestling match in the box there, but Nathan Peat can't be given a free header or he'll capitalise on it, so Joel's done well streetwise defending and stopped him having a free run.
Davis once again, Kabongo, and once again he's frustrated. Just to confirm, all 12:30 kickoffs today. Flint, by the way, scored after 38 seconds at Llanelli, still goalless in the toughie between Bala and Penabont. Rory Holden has put the New Saints ahead against Haverfordwest, and again, just to confirm, tomorrow again 12:30, league leaders Carnarvon played home to Barry. Another opportunity conceded by Kabongo, which means another opportunity for Colwyn Bay to put this into the box. Davis this time. Well, it was a header by Robles. There wasn't enough power on the ball in, really, was there?
Yeah. It's not a great delivery, to be fair. Robles has had to come back onto the ball instead of going towards the goal to head it. But it's another free kick. Cardiff Met are conceding too many free kicks. They've sort of like let Colwyn Bay come into the game because of their lack of discipline to give fouls away, really.
Robles, he works so hard, probably doesn't score enough goals, does he?
I think he's a really good player. He was a great player at TNS, and he's been good for Ballard over the seasons. And he's got to be in a team that's going to create him a lot of chances. But he's a good player. I'd always take him wherever I went, or try and get him to come wherever I went. Wandue,
it's a good tussle with Cabo. Yeah, and Wandue got the better of that one, and Cabo's almost saying, "What do you expect me to do?" But it was inside and out, twisting left and right. Good little battle.
Mwambi's great skill here. Eunice just jumped in, and then he's got the wrong side of him. Once he gets the wrong side of him, which he's twist and turn there, he's conceded a foul. And like I say, it's crucial that they don't invite unnecessary pressure, which is going to cause Alex Brown on his debut maybe some problems here.
Yeah. Good test for Alex Brown now. Midway through the first half, there is Reynolds and there is Lewis Rees. Reynolds takes it, that's wild. He looks up to the skies. But you've got to feel that when opportunities like this come your way, you've got to do better.
Yeah, Reynolds has not really been in the game. It's just the first time we've seen him really on the free kick, so he had a good chance to put it in there, but it's a poor free kick, to be fair. You've got to work the goalkeeper.
Stevenson, by the way, has scored a second goal for Flint. They're now 2 up at bottom of the league and pointless Llanelli. Header on by Kabongo. Sodi. It's competitive. What's lacking is the quality. Cabo, one of the most prominent players in the encounter so far, back towards Reynolds to Walsh. Davis. Play by Davis, gets his shot in. Had it been spilt, Williams was there as well.
Yeah, it's a good twist and turn by Jordan, and you know he's got his shot away, but Kelland's handled it quite well, and it's an easy take for Kelland.
That's a chase for Sam Jones. Well, tomorrow you can see the first game of the Janeiro Premier League. It's live on S4C at 5:15 between the New Saints and champions Cardiff. Then on Monday night, online, Wales under-21 against Denmark. That's at 7:15. And on Monday night, as usual, you can see all of the highlights of all of this weekend's games at 9:35 on S4C. And to cap it all, Wales against Canada, live on S4C at 7:20 on Tuesday. So that's your football diet: Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. Sodi, 25 minutes played. No real chance created, no real save.
No goalies have made the save really, but I thought the best chance of the game was when Jordan Davis pulled the ball back for Aaron Williams, who just put it past the post. But apart from that, not many chances in it really. It's a bit cagey, and Cardiff Met trying to put a good spell of possession. Harry John dropped in to get on the ball here.
Yep, they're keeping possession. John out towards Walsh. Walsh again. Does well to get that ball in. Under pressure from Cumming. Sodi. Yeah, you hear the shout, back post. It's there towards the back post, but a little bit too much on it.
It's a good ball into the box. Sam Jones is a really good player in the air, and he's left well there, but just got under it, jumping into Siddle too early.
Hart. It's a chase for Robles. Craven. Nice touch.
Lay off by Rees.
Lovely. Now, we said we haven't seen much of Reynolds. He does really well to get that back to Sodi. Out towards Mandui. Sodi's continued his run. He's pulled that one back. And in the end, it's cleared. John gets his shot in. Again, it's blocked. Kabongo. Again, John, who's coming more and more into the game. Sodi back towards him. Good player. John. Craven pushing up. Cardiff Met perhaps sensing that this might be their moment. Sodi again. Mandui on the run, but that's beyond him. And rather unnecessary throw-in conceded, but good pressure from the home side.
Sodi and Mwambi are really linking up really well down this left-hand side. You know, it's a great ball by Mwambi, a good 1-2. Rees trying to get across the front of the defender at the near post.
Walsh back in, it comes again. Jones gets the header. Comfortable catch for the young 19-year-old keeper.
Yeah, it's a good ball into the box, but it's the same before. It's the ball's coming out of the box. They've got to go and attack it. Save Sam Jones coming backwards onto the header. But it's a good chance.
Perhaps Cardiff Met's best period of the game. Wandway again. And again, John, good play between them. Wonderful. Not quite reaching Ryan Reynolds. That would have been some goal. Quick, accurate passing. Sodi, oh, that's a bad touch. And Cabo, yeah, he does well there. And that's a booking. Yeah, it is a booking. Cabo was on his way, and no complaints from Barney Sodi.
Yes, Sodi's give the ball away there and tried to get back. I don't think he's really tried to catch him, but he's caught the heel of Eunice there, and it's unfortunate, really. Was it a booking this day and age? Yeah, but just I don't think it was much intent there.
Jordan Davis and Sam Hart wait for the arrival of Pete Sutherland Ford once again. Needs a good ball in. Again, that's hanging. Pete gets his head to it, but no real force behind it. Absalom.
Yeah, Joel Edwards is picking Nathan Pete off there. He's drifted off him for the first time, so it's important that if Cardiff Met are going to stop him, that he's got to get tight and can't let him get a good run on him.
Walsh. Yep. Yet another foul, and Kabongo gestures as if to say, how many times do I have to go down? How many times do I have to be fouled?
It's a foul on Mwambi. Siddle comes through the back of him there, but it's another dangerous position. There's too many fouls that both teams are giving away, really, and inviting unnecessary pressure into their box.
Reynolds prepares to take the kick, and Hart and Jones make the move. Jones slips. Colwyn Bay clear. Cabo, you feel there real hope, and it was followed by Kabongo, who's working so hard in the middle for Cardiff Met. Coming back to Coming. It's poor. Gives Sodi the chance to feed Harry John, who's coming more and more into the game. And I was about to say becoming more and more influential. I'm glad I didn't.
As the game's opened up, Daddy John's been come into the game the last 5 or 10 minutes, and he's looked really good. He's filled out a little bit. You know, he's physically lacked a bit of Haverford for the rest, but he's filled out. Looks as though he's bulked up a little bit, which is going to help him in his progression to play at a good standard of football.
into the last 15 minutes, still looking for the first goal. Hart, Kabongo clears. Cyril controls, keeps the run going. Now who's this going to fall to? Davis. Cabo doesn't get hold of it. Very, very important work by Craven. He was in hard and had to be. And the ball out towards Rees.
It's a great tackle by Craven, but if he's an inch either side of that, he could have been in trouble. But it's a great time tackle on the edge of the box.
Kabongo. Sodi, in fairness to him, always available. That's a poor touch from him, a heavy touch, and it means the pass gives away possession again. And it's been to and fro for most of the game. Both sides have had perhaps, a good 5 minutes each. Otherwise it's been rather scrappy. Walsh. Rees in front of him. John inside him. Ahead of him, Jones. Oh, that's a touch off Cyril, and that will be a corner. It's not quite what he had in mind. He thought he would guide that for a goal kick. It's a corner kick to Cardiff Met. And towards Hart.
Yeah, waste of a ball into the box. The delivery's got to be better.
And you can sense the passion. Players shouting at each other, demanding better. And one who's been asked to work a little bit harder is Mondue. You see enough of the ball, and he has his own say, as if to say, well, I'm doing what I can, I need help. Sodi to take the throw. Kabongo, and again. And again in plenty of space. Craven, far too much space from the Colwyn Bay point of view. Walsh on the right. Looks for John. Rees. And again, Walsh is going to have perhaps an opportunity to play the ball in this time. Goes for his captain, Craven. Walsh towards Rees. Good ball in. Mondue went for it. Still there. Jones tries to create the space. He's watched by who? Cabo, one of the better players undoubtedly in this first half. So you're not sure what he was doing there, aiming perhaps for Rees, always going away from goal. But a good period of pressure from Cardiff Met.
Yeah, I think Colwyn Bay are sitting too deep. Craven and Joel Edwards are right in the middle of their half, in good possession of the ball. If the low block is so low round about the edge of the box, they've got to press the ball to stop inviting pressure.
More pressure. Hart. And again, high. And the poor young keeper is just staying there. Mondue! That's blocked, I think. That was blocked by Nathan Peat.
It's a big punt into the box, and saying about the first contact, Sam Jones gets a great header on the ball. Good defending at the back post by Cyril. Mwambi just didn't really fall for him, but a great block by Cyril.
Yeah. And in the end, the shot by John comes to nothing, but that was a good period of pressure. But both sides perhaps will feel that when they've had better periods, they should have capitalised, and no one has done that yet. And at the 10-minute half-time point, it's still goalless, with both sides looking for their first win of the season. Other games today Flint still 2 up, having scored as early as the 38th second, still goalless. At second place Bala, and still that Holden goal separating New Saints and Haverfordwest. Kabongo always appears where you would want your midfielder to appear, cutting out any danger. Wandwe, head down from Sam Jones. Pete. Robles working hard again. John, who really has come more and more into the game. 2 good players battling against each other there. It's a throw-in the end. And it's given in favour of the visitors. 2 managers, Colin, who'll be the happier?
I think Colwyn Bay had the fair share of the first part of the first half, but I think Cardiff Met are growing into the game. They've had a good spell of possession. Harry Johns had a shot, and Reynolds has put a free kick over. Mwambi's coming into the game. Sam Jones had a header, so I think Cardiff Met will be pleased with their performance, especially after he criticised them so much last week. And it's I think that it's been quite positive, their response to last week's game.
Yep, a heavy defeat against Flint, and apparently some of the home truths. Oh, that's a bad misjudgment, and Robles takes advantage, and he scores his first goal of the season for the visitors. And that's unfortunate from a defensive point of view, but if you want anybody to be there to take advantage of an unexpected opportunity, it's Louis Robles, and it's Cardiff Met 0, Colwyn Bay 1.
It's a big ball by Siddle, big left-footed clearance into the channel there. It's a good area where he's put it. CJ Craven, I think Kellen's come too close to him. Kellen's got to stay back because Craven's dealing with it, and then any error there, you get punished, and Louis chased it and got his rewards for not giving up. And
he was brave because even after the error from CJ Craven, Joel Edwards, the big defender, would perhaps have been the favourite, you'd think, to get to that ball that was spinning loose. But Robles didn't give up, and he wasn't afraid of the big defender. He went with him and won the battle.
Yeah, Louis not give up. You know, he works his socks off for the team, and he's not give up there, and he's finished it well.
Sodi, Wandwe, it's a good ball, pulled back, safe play by Pete, no risks taken there, facing his own goal. Corner kick, an opportunity for Cardiff Met to strike back immediately.
I think Cardiff Met have got him behind them a few times, but it's the final ball. It's the chance of scoring or not scoring. They've got to produce a better ball once they get him behind there, otherwise they're not going to capitalise on the territory that they're getting in.
Young keeper, first appearance, an opportunity once again to put him under pressure. He stays where he is. Headed out only as far as John. John looks, he's already thinking. In it goes again. Keeper. No pressure on him. And Ryan Jenkins will perhaps feel that there should have been more pressure on him then with that ball aimed towards him. Sam Hart, 5 minutes for the visitors to hold on to their lead. Williams. And there we were, Colin just saying that Ryan Jenkins would perhaps be the happier of the 2 managers. Yeah, he's not happy now.
He's not happy now, definitely not. You know, the defending, Kellen's running towards CJ Craven. I thought if Kellen's just stays back a bit, CJ has more room room for error then, and he can just head it back into Kel, but Kel's just steamed into him, and Robles is on his back, and there it is. But you know, Jenkins will be disappointed conceding like that, but on the whole I don't think he'll be too disappointed in all-round play.
Rees, and of course the longer it goes without a win, the pressure increases, it becomes a psychological thing, and mistakes are made.
Yeah, definitely. I think Cardiff Met, obviously the pressure's on them now because they haven't won, and then Colwyn Bay are trying to hang on to it, so they might be a bit cagey as well. But I think it's going to be a good second half, sorry, and hopefully there'll be a bit more clear-cut chances. But both teams have settled now than a helter-skelter in the first 5 or 10 minutes, and I think there'll be a few more chances coming in the game.
Yeah, and the goal has suddenly unsettled Cardiff Met. They've suddenly become scrappy, and passes are misplaced. A little bit of arguing amongst the home side, and of course a mistake when you feel perhaps you don't deserve to fall behind just adds to that unease heart.
Yeah, definitely. Goals change games and change personalities as well, because once the goal's gone in, Cardiff Met, you know, the shoulders have dropped, the heads have dropped, and they've just gone from being a confident team who looked as though they were going to win it to moaning and groaning at each other about every little single thing. But that's the confidence, and they've got to keep going and create them chances to get them back into a winning situation.
Walsh, Rees, Hart tight on him. Rees forced to pass back. Robles, that's a pull rather, and Craven anxious to take the kick quickly. 2 minutes of the 45 remaining. Sodi, Wandwe breaks to Davis. Now then, Davis and Robles with him. Good play by Mwande. There was encouragement from his fellow players that he should work a little bit harder. Well, he's responded, and he's coming back to work. This is Kabongo.
Yeah, Mwambi got caught there, turned into trouble, but he showed a great attitude to chase back and intercept. Need more of that to get back into it.
Sodi. Craven looks for Sam Jones, and at the moment nothing's going right for Cardiff Met, and there's a third goal for Flint at Llanelli, and they really are struggling at the moment, aren't they? Bottom of the league before today, no point at all, and a goal difference that makes sad reading. -12 now, -15. And only the 6th game of the season.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult for any team that's newly promoted into the league. Colwyn Bay have changed their full squad more or less this lineup. I don't know how many players were starting for Colwyn Bay last season. I think it's just Siddle and Cummins. Apart from that, I don't think there's anyone here. So I think Llanelli have kept majority, 95% of their squad from last season, and it's going to be difficult for any newly promoted team to compete at this level if you don't change personnel.
Sodi, and again Harry John looks back and asks with a facial expression, what was that? They're giving possession away. Carbo, 2 minutes have been added to the 45. 2 minutes for the visitors to hold on to their lead. Aaron Edwards, Hart. That's the experience Colin was talking about, players like that. Pete, another one, brought into the defence. All the experience in the world coming. Sodi Wandwe, Aaron Edwards, strong, solid when he needed to be. Hart looks for Williams. Push in the back, not enough. That's what he expects. John does really well, but Robles bites on the loose ball, looking for perhaps his second. Coming with him. He gets his shot low. Oh, Williams. Did he think he was offside? He's got a stretch for that, Colin.
Yeah, it's a good shot by Cummins, but I think Aaron Williams is on his toes there. I'm not sure if he's looking across to see if he's off, but he's still, regardless, he's going to take a chance, because if you don't know, if the flag doesn't go up, he's on. So he's got to stretch for that and be on his toes.
And that really would have made life difficult for Cardiff Met in the second half, but the first half ends with one goal separating the two sides, and Louis Robles probably just about edging it, Colin.
Yeah, I think Cardiff Met have had the better opportunities in and around the box, but just it's down to a mistake. That's the difference. You can't give mistakes away like that.
Both sides looking for their first win. The visitors have the edge at the interval. Come back and join us for the second half, but in the meantime, let's sit back and enjoy the competition to look for this season's or this month's goal of the month.
Rees, gosodiad, Ryan Reynolds! And goal gan Ryan Reynolds!
Ond yma le fan hyn i Zach Hatley ar y droed chwith cyfle am yr ergyd! O, na chi gol! Na chi gol gan Zach Hatley! Chydig y le rwan i lawr o dde. Ryan George newydd ar y cae. Bel ar draws i Walters. Ac mae Llan Sawel 2 gol i ddim ar y blaen. Williams. Oes na gyfle? O bellter! Wel, mae mwy na cyfle. Mae'n gol. Mae'n campus gan Williams.
Tîm cartra wedi dechrau setlo yn ystod y munudau dwytha. Mae yna gyfle nhw fan hyn. Mae Given o bell! A na chi gol di hwnna! Dominic McGiven yn sgorio i gol gynta yn uwch gyngrair Cymru.
Phillips. O, bas hyfryd yn ôl at Woolham. Wan ta syth i lwybr Woolham. Dyma Josh Jones. Mae Reeves yn y canol. O, na chi gol. O, na chi gol. Gampus o'r naill ben o'r cae i'r llall. Dag yn Downey. Davies. Nôl at Mendes. Mendes! Paulo Mendes! Owen, edrych i'r iddau Mendes, mae'n disgyn i Adam Davies! Mae'n bachu! Maen nhw'n mynd yn well ac yn well! Adam Davies yn ei chrymanu hi i'r gornel ucha. Dyma Hurford eto yn cymryd y bêl ar y cyffyrddiad cyntaf. O, sgiliau hyfryd! O, mae'n Sgorio! Wel, seren y sioe heno yw Corey Hurford.
So today is the final day of the Gary Speed Cup. It's been 9 days of what is a prestigious tournament, the first one, and it's kind of winner takes all today with Wales versus Northern Ireland. Players have been absolutely outstanding, both on and off the pitch. Real credit to us as a nation and obviously to Gary Speed and that legacy. Gary kind of stood for that humility and the boys have showed that throughout the week. We've had some challenging fixtures, which is really important for the players' development. And then today is a really big occasion for the boys, probably the biggest game of their careers so far. Pressure is a privilege, which we've told the boys. They've earned that privilege and now it's about kind of just sticking to the game plan and competing for this great nation of Wales.
This is an opportunity for the boys to play in an environment where there's a little bit of pressure. and that's by purpose, because when they get to the under-16s we try and layer that competition, because in 12 months' time when they go to the under-17s they'll be competing in European qualifications. So this is a fantastic opportunity to test their temperament, their courage to play under pressure, and it's a fantastic opportunity to go and play against Northern Ireland, which is going to be blood and thunder, and it's a different test for them. But we're really, really excited about this group. There's some high potential boys in this group, and it's a real exciting time for Welsh football.
It's been brilliant. We've had the opportunity for young players to play against 3 completely different nations, you know, in Gibraltar, Japan and obviously Wales, who we know quite well, we play quite regularly. So to experience 3 different playing styles and 3 different challenges in each game is perfect learning for our young players. And once we got the invite to the Gary Speed Memorial Cup, we were more than happy to accept that invitation. You know, Gary being such an influential figure in Welsh football and everything that he did for the game, both as a player and as a coach manager, you know, we're delighted to come to this tournament in memory of his life.
Dwi'n nabod Gary ys oedd o'n 90-11 oed, oedd yn chwarae ni tîm Glaned Dyfrdwy. Ond y ffaith bod o yn enw Gary Speed, dwi'n ddiolchgar dros ben i Ian Gwyn Hughes a'r FAW am gael y gystyliaeth yma am y tro cyntaf. A wrth gwrs, chael yn ei gartref ar y gogledd. A wedyn dwi wedi gweld yr shield fel tai, a mae'n arbennig iawn. Dwi roed gweld mitad gyda fi. Ia wir, mae un dim i Gymru. O, wel done, oce. O, mae'n un dechreuad bendigedig. A da chi'n dall, wedi methu'r gol. A'r gol mawr, mi weld mi ar replay haid.
Very proud. It's a brilliant honour for him, and I've enjoyed it, and I can't believe really after 14 years people are still talking about him and that, you know.
But that's a reflection of how much he meant.
That's right, yeah, and we didn't realise this until after he'd gone. Of course we loved him to bits, but we didn't realise that everybody else did as well, you know. It's yeah, it's lovely.
It's been an emotional week for the family, but also a celebration as well, I suppose, of celebrating Gary's legacy. We all know, you know, what he done for Welsh football, and certainly for myself, being here to the younger generation coming through and seeing what impact he's had on the team throughout the years, and to see where Wales are now is because of him.
I really feel couldn't give it any more in the last week, all right?
They probably don't know now, but it's a really good learning curve for them. Part of their journey is in football is about disappointment and how they fall forward from that, and they bounce back from that. It's been a great experience for them, and unfortunately it hasn't gone their way today. Yeah, but we kind of dust ourselves down and move on.
It was a really close game. It was nip and tuck at stages. You know, I thought probably Wales started better, we came into it, then it flowed back to Wales, and then we came back into it. And I think, you know, you couldn't have got a more dramatic finish than that to the game and obviously to the tournament. So, you know, we're absolutely delighted to win the game today and win the first ever Gary Speed Memorial Cup. You know, to have that link to such a great man and our name be on the history books of all time for the first ever winners is really, really close to us.
A local derby, Cardiff versus Cairo. Old foes, but old friends as well.
Yeah, against Cairo, we've got boys who've left us and gone to Cairo, and boys who've left Cairo to come to us. We've even had one who's left us to go to Cairo and come back.
Yeah, arfer chwarae i Cairo. Mae lot wedi newid ers I fi adael. Mae'n neis I chwarae yn erbyn hwnna eto.
Captain Cairo nawr, cyn captain fan hyn. Lot o tynnu coes yn yr wythnos nawr Welan?
Ie, tipyn bach, rhai o'r teulu yn triol wind fi up, ond mae'n digwydd, dwi'n hoffi e.
It's always a difficult place to come, especially local derby as well. There's lots on it. For the players, young players, a little bit of nerves around it, and you just want to get out and play. You want it to be match day, like.
Oh, everyone loves a local derby. I loved it as a player, and I love it even more as a manager. You know, I wish I could get on the pitch.
Nana being an ex-Cairo manager, but obviously with us now, and brought us to where we are today at Tier 2 in the JD Cymru South. Worked wonders at Cairo. Hopefully you're going to do the same with us.
Cairo was the first ever team that I managed. Mark and Mike gave me the chance, I think it's about 15 odd years ago, to be a manager at the age of 29.
10 years ago since you won the league. I must be up there in terms of career achievements.
Oh, massively. I think I peaked too soon. We were the misfits, you know, the players that nobody wanted or no one rated, and it's just about getting them together and to play for each other, and that's what they did. So yeah, I've got lots of fond memories. And one of my players that I won the league with Cairo, Jamal Roberts, is still with me, and he won it with the Drats as well. So yeah, it's all great things that have all come together, and yeah, it's been fantastic. Yeah.
Established back in 1963, a bit of a nomad club at the beginning, but we've been local to this area since the 80s. Worked up from what you'd probably say is parks, right the way up through the leagues. In the JD Cymru South, we've had to do a lot of things with the ground. Some people will see some changes here on how we look on our setup. We've got a new stand going in, or 2 stands either side of the existing one, to give us basically 250 seats, so that should be in September, and we're continually changing.
Wel, mae cwd bach, lot o bobl yn agos a teimlad o'r gymuned da yma, so mae'n neis I nhw gael profiad o'n un ennill, cos 100 tro cyntaf I ni fod yn y Cymru South i'r clwb, so yeah, profiad da, ond ni eisiau gwella, ddim just bod yn tîm sy'n just fel am y profiad, ni eisiau gwneud yn dda yn y cyngor yma fyd.
You get punished for your little mistakes. There's a bit more quality in terms of the players that you're playing against, and they're all seasoned players, you know. So it's about us not being too nervous, but yeah, it won't take much. I think it'll take us a couple of games, but we'll still keep doing the basics that we do and keep doing them well.
I think the character of our lads to come here today, local bragging rights up for grabs as well. So for us to come here and get 3 points and a clean sheet is a really positive result for us and keeps us unbeaten at the start of the season.
A lot of ffrindiau, teulu yma. Pryd mae'r gêm yn dechrau, mae hwnna'n mynd mas o'r window. So yeah, o'n i'n meddwl, oedd e'n hwyl I dod nôl, oedd e'n mynd I bod yn anodd, o'n i'n meddwl bydd llawer mynd I digwydd ar yr ochr, ond yeah, hwnna'n pêl-droed. Byddwn ni'n enjoy heno, cael pinct, got a gyd yn nhw, on to next week now, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the boys played really well. They worked hard, they did everything I asked them to do. They showed the grit and determination that you want from a Cardiff Draconian player. And it's just fine margins, it's just those little things that sometimes you don't get right. But yeah, we'll keep going, we'll keep working hard, and once it clicks, it will work.
The community's been behind us a lot, you know, constantly over the years, and it's important for us to give something back. Working hard with some local charities as well, with youth, just to really progress the area as well as the club. We're working hard with the council to transform what this park could do, and yeah, our aspirations to be in the Prem, yeah, why not?
Welcome back. No changes in either side. The visitors lead by that one goal from Luis Robles after 37 minutes. And the visitors looking for only their second away win in top-flight football in their last 11 games away from home. And if they can keep it like this, they'll be only the second team to win at Cardiff Met in 2025. New Saints, the only team who've done that. They did that twice. But things need to change for the home side. And in the meantime, things need to change for Llanelli. They're now 4-0 down at home to Flint. And 2 goals for Elliot Reeves and 2 goals for Stevenson. John. Mwandwe. Looking for the opportunity, perhaps to have a strike. Goes himself, good effort, good goal! What a response in the first minute of the second half. A wonderful, wonderful solo effort from Lefumpa Mwandwe. His first goal for Cardiff Met. Unstoppable. They're equal, they're level, it's 1-1.
Yeah, it's a fantastic goal. He has it here, and then he goes inside on his favoured foot on his right here. Eunice could do better, but once he takes that great touch and he lets fly, and it's a great start for Cardiff Met. Absolutely great start, just what Ryan Jenkins would want.
Well, one of the important signings made by Cardiff Met over the summer. He joined a former Newtown player, of course, and suddenly we have a game on. Heart for Colwyn Bay. They haven't had much time to enjoy their lead in this second half coming, and they'll now want a response. Both sides, just to remind you, yet to win a game this season. 4 draws each, 1 defeat each, both on 5 points, just goal difference separating them.
Yeah, Ryan Jenkins couldn't have asked for a better start. You know, he would have got them going at half-time, show a good response, but you know, great to be up after 2 minutes and be on the front foot. And then obviously Mike Wilde wouldn't have wanted the opposite of conceding in the first 5 or 10 minutes, which they have done. So
Mwandwe goes again.
Totally different game now.
Forgive me, sorry, Colin. Jones had gone too early, offside, but some questioning that decision. Sam Jones had gone, but Mwandwe certainly fired up by that quite wonderful goal. You just sense that there's going to be a feisty second half ahead of us. Sodi goes with Davis. Sodi clears. Certainly a positive response from the visitors. Carbo will perhaps be a little bit disappointed with himself in the part that he played in that battle with Mwandwe.
I think Eunice will throw it in here. He's got a good throw, so they've sent the big lads up ready for the throw. He's got a good range of throw on him.
Backside against the boards. He was just about to make a fool of Colin Caton and throw it short. In it comes, and that will be a corner kick.
It's a good throw, and it's obviously said in the first half about making the first contact in the box. And it's a corner, and the straight, set plays are crucial in the game, which Colwyn Bay nearly scored from in the first half, and then they're going to put themselves under pressure here now. Cardiff Met will be under pressure with the delivery from Sam Hart.
And there they are again, Pete, Cyril, Ford, 4, 5 and 6. And Sam Hart to take the kick. Sodi clears. Davis back towards Hart. Another opportunity for him. Goalie stays on. Looks, grabs, too close to him. And again, and it's not the first time we've said it, poor delivery. And you do feel that the visitors, well, they need to make more of the set pieces that they are enjoying. Aaron Edwards, as deep as he likes. Sodi wins that ball. Wandue.
Mwambi started the half really lively. A great goal, and here he is again. He's going forward. He's started the game really well this second half. Eunice fouling him there. He's brought another good foul into the opposition's half, and he's done outstanding.
I think the word I used was feisty.
Eunice has blocked him off. He can't see the ball. It's a foul, and like we keep saying, set plays are crucial. The first contact in the box is crucial again, but Cardiff Met have got a good chance and a good opportunity to put the ball in behind them now with a high line that they're showing.
Lewis Rees in towards penalty spot. Nathan Peat gets his head to it. Other games being played this afternoon, and Llanelli 0, Flint 2. 2 goals for Elliot Reeves, joint top scorer now, still goalless in the big one between Bala and Penabont, and that Rory Holden goal still keeping the New Saints ahead against Haverfordwest, and then top of the table Carnarvon to play Barry tomorrow again at 12:30. And Llanelli playing Flint for the first time in 30 years today. Referee plays good advantage there. Williams spreads it out towards Davis. Good shot, good goal. Very, very fine strike. And the visitors have their lead once again. He kept it low. It was accurate. It's Cardiff Met 1, Colwyn Bay 2. A fiery start to the second half.
It's good advantage by the referee. Great ball by Aaron Williams into Jordan. As soon as he relaxes here, he's trying to set himself to shift it to struck well. I'm not sure if Kellen could have done better. I'm not sure. We'd have to see it on a different angle really, but it's a great strike into the far corner, and they've responded really well, Colwyn Bay, after conceding 2 minutes after half-time.
Well, I have a confession to make. I was complaining at half-time that I am never, ever a commentator in the Goal of the Month competition. Well, I reckon I've got 2 that might make the next cut for the September Goal of the Month. 2 excellent goals at the beginning of this second half. The Robles one, it might not make it. But Wandue and Davis, they'll be good goals if they keep those 2 out.
Siddle's come down the back of his heel there. And like I say, the free kicks both teams are conceding is inviting so much unnecessary pressure. It's crucial that you defend your box really well, but don't invite free kicks and things into it. Discipline of free kicks has got to be better by both teams.
Brian Reynolds into the box. Robles does enough. Won by the home side, John. Forced backwards. Kabongo, who'd stayed back. Absalom. Cardiff Met have to come again. Sodi. Again forced back. Craven. Rees.
Oh, it's a
good ball in.
Great ball. Siddle standing middle of goal, waiting for the cross to come in.
somehow that stays alive. And it's a good competitive start to this second half, 10 minutes in. Virtually Walsh thinks of the ball in. Sodi again. Carbo with him. Edwards. Wandwe.
Oh, great play.
Does very, very well to get that ball in. Pete got his head to it. There's a push, there's a nudge. Not enough for a foul to be given. Walsh out towards Rees. Kabongo, quick passing. And this good period of pressure from Cardiff Met, but good defensive work by the visitors as well.
Cardiff Met are comfortable in possession deep into Colwyn Bay's half, and it's crucial that Colwyn Bay don't sit inside their box or sit on the edge of the box, because there'll become a time when the balls keep coming in. You know, they've gone deep again now. Craven, centre back, stepping in, and they're so deep.
Well, Cardiff Met are scoring goals this season. That's one thing that's going for them, as Davis looks to release Robles. Absalom saw the danger, and he does well. Sodi. All of that looked very calm, very composed. I'm not quite sure if it was. Ball down towards Sam Jones. Siddle looks to see if that was a goal kick. Finds that it wasn't, so he clears. Craven and Joel stringing a few passes together and trying to play through the lines. And they're patient in their build-up, like they always are. Cardiff Met, they're a really good footballing team, but they've got to create a few chances here. Mwambi's trying to get it between the lines to get on the ball. Harry John's rotating. Craven again. Kabongo in front of him. Not sure which option to take. John. And they have to start again. Go back to where they started with Sodi. It's hard to break it down with the low block that Colwyn Bay are using. You can see how many people are behind the ball here. And, you know, they've got to get in behind it or move the ball quicker. They moved it really well down the left-hand side in the first half with Cody and Mwambi. And they're going down that side again now. If they can link up well, these two, which they have done here. Good play again. That's a booking, surely. That's simply cynical. And Ford sees the yellow card. They're just saying how good they were in the first half. You know, Cody playing into Mwambi. Mwambi's got away from Ford, and it's a definite booking with the pull of the shirt. And they've got to defend another dangerous set play coming into the box if the delivery's good enough. Yeah, well, in the first half we saw the Cardiff Met skipper CJ Craven really having a go at Wandwe, telling him you've got to work harder. But as the game has gone on, he really has become more and more adventurous, more and more threatening, and he's won this free kick that gives Cardiff Met an opportunity to come level for the second time in this game. It needs a good delivery to penetrate this defence. Over the goal, he does well, he does well. It looked as if he'd hesitated, and then he stretched at the last moment and got that away. It's hard to breach that gap. There's nine players along the 18-yard line, and in the 6-yard box defending that, 9 Colwyn Bay players in the line. And the goalkeeper's done well to tip it out for a corner. Ryan Reynolds. Another corner for the home side. Look at that 6-yard box. And in the end, the only free man, Ford, has a chance to clear it with ease. Cargo goes down. Referee allows the game to continue. Aaron Edwards back towards Hart. And that's a chase for Robles with Rees. And as happens so often with Robles, he's penalised and he turns and asks just why.
And Louis will chase everything. He doesn't give you a minute, doesn't give you time to come out. Louis chased everything and just pulled a foul.
Well, Jonah Williams is the first change, and Lewis Rees is the player who departs. And Jonah Williams, another summer acquisition, who's never started a game yet for Cardiff Met, comes on for his 4th substitute appearance for the home side, and that's change number 1, and we've played an hour of the game, and the visitors still lead by 2-1. Craven with Robles. First touch for Williams. Kabongo. Craven. John. Sodi. Again, good possession. That's what they do well.
Yeah, they do really well, but it's no good passing it in and out of that centre circle there. They've got to get round and wide like they have done here by Walsh.
Walsh puts the ball in. Good header in. And for once, the ball was actually threatening.
Yeah, it's a great ball in by Walsh. Mwambi and Reynolds and Mwambi challenging each other for the ball.
Possibly got in each other's way, and Reynolds looks a little bit frustrated, as if that was the case. And he's joint top scorer. 2 goals already this season. Oh, a little bit untidy.
Aaron Edwards is doing a great job for Colwyn Bay, picking the second balls up, headers and buying fouls, and he's dictating a lot there, screening the back three for Colwyn Bay really, really well.
Alongside me this afternoon, Colin Caton, who managed Bala in the league 880 times. Remarkable, but also many years playing with Colwyn Bay, Colin.
Yeah, I think I had 12 years playing with Colwyn Bay and two years as a manager as well, so it's a bit of interest to see Colwyn Bay doing well. That they've come up and got promoted. They just need to get over the line and get a win if they can.
And you were there, of course, in the days of the dispute between Colwyn Bay and the FAW, and you were playing your early football outside of Wales.
Yeah, the first season I joined Colwyn Bay, we played our first season in Northwich Victoria's ground, and then the second season was at Ellesmere Port, so it's good times to see Colwyn Bay back into the Welsh League now on the way out of the English system.
Yep, certainly is. Good crowds always when Colwyn Bay play at home, but here they're away and they're leading, and here's Williams, the first substitute of the game, collected by Walsh, and that will go. Plenty of time for Cardiff Met. They've enjoyed the lion's share of the possession since conceding that second goal. Aaron Edwards doing what Colin was referring to up towards Robles, and Robles will try and always try and hold the ball up there. Davis, the scorer of the second goal, making life hard for Absalon. Sodi again, always available to pick up that loose ball, any loose ball on the left side, to the scorer of the wonderful Cardiff Met goal, Mwandue. And he looks to go again, finds John in the box, all a bit tight. Mwandue has Kabongo in the middle if he wants him, chooses the nice ball to Sodi. Sodi overhits that one, and Sam Jones chases. And it's one opportunity after the other lost as the scores continue to come in. Llanelli still ahead by 4 goals to 0. Still goalless between Bala and Penybont, and it's now 3-0 for the New Saints against Haverfordwest. 2 goals in 3 minutes for Jordan Williams, adding to Rory Holden's earlier goal. So that's how it is, and here Colwyn Bay still lead by 2 goals to 1. Top of the league now, Carnarvon, then TNS now, then Bala. All on 11 points. Reynolds. At the beginning of this afternoon, Cardiff Met were in the bottom 2. Wandue back towards Sodi. Inside Sodi is John. Wandue is the option chosen. Wandue looks for the substitute Williams. Walsh. Another substitution, and I think it's going to be Elliot Evans coming on, and it's Harry John who's leaving. He's had a fairly decent game, Colin. Harry John.
Yeah, he's done well. He's got in good areas and passed it, but he's not really done a defence splitting pass or anything. He's passed it in and around areas which is not really hurt Colwyn Bay, whereas Elliot will pick up pockets and get on the ball, and he'll slide drill passes into Mwambi, and the substitute who's just come on for Cardiff Met. Elliot's a really clever, bright player, and he'll if anybody can open things up, it'll be Elliot.
Yep, and you were talking earlier about experience, and both sides need experience, and that's where Colwyn Bay have brought in players like Aaron Edwards, like Louis Robles, but Elliot Evans, now on the coaching staff, by the way, here at Cardiff Met, and this only his 3rd appearance of the season, all as a player off the bench. Hasn't started the game yet this season, but certainly a man who can change a game, and a man who can get you a goal, which is what Cardiff Met need at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. He's a very intelligent footballer, and he'll look to try and very intelligent footballer, and he scored a few against Ballard in his day, and he's going to try and open the back 3 of Colwyn Bay's defence up to try and get them back in the game.
Robles. And Robles would go on occasions through a game without scoring, without having a shot, but he's worked so hard, and whenever you see the ball near Louis Robles, you usually see 2 or 3 defenders. That's the threat he poses, and of course he's scored the opening goal of this game, and he chases the ball now, and for once in space. Looks for the options, always anxious to go at himself if he can. Important challenge on the edge of the box there, and that was by Ryan Reynolds. It's now 5-0, by the way, for TNS. Seems to be some statement. Sam Jones looks for Elliot Evans. Is he going to do what I mentioned he might do? 4 players in the end, too much for him. And Cardiff Met have suddenly responded well since conceding the 2nd goal. They've enjoyed the lion's share of the possession, but not really looked like getting that equaliser.
No, the game's sort of like getting a settled game at the moment, and they need, maybe Ryan Jenkins has to change things, a formation or something, but he's not having any joy in behind the back 3, or Nathan. They're not stretching Siddle or Nathan Pete. They're quite comfortable. Aaron Edwards is comfortable in there, and they're not getting pulled about, so maybe he needs to change something tactically. But Mike Wilde will be happy with how it's gone.
TNS have scored 4 goals in 10 minutes, and they are 5-0 up against Haverfordwest. A hat-trick for Jordan Williams, and if ever there was a statement of intent, because now Colwyn Bay are making their first change. George Hughes is coming on, and leaving is Jamie Cumming. So applause for Jamie Cumming and George Hughes, another summer signing from Newtown.
Yeah, George will come in and maybe he'll try and see the game out now, whereas Cummins is a more adventurous player. George Hughes is a holding midfield player, and maybe he'll go and sit in there with Aaron Edwards and just try and manage the game and try and get their first win. But I don't think they'll change anything else really. But George has come in and sat in front of the back three as he normally did, and did so well at Newtown.
Yeah, George Hughes scored 1 goal last season, and it was a goal scored against Cardiff Met. Ball in. And Due claiming he was held back there, and he chases that really well, in fairness to him, forces the young keeper to get rid of the ball quickly. Hart, his experience looking for Robles. It was an important interception by Craven. It falls to Walsh, and Cardiff Met come again. 20 minutes of the game remaining, and they still trail by 2 goals to 1. Both sides looking for their first win this season. Kabongo. Elliott back again to Kabongo, and it's strange to see Cardiff Met in the bottom 2. They've been a top 6 side at the end of the last 3 seasons, and one does feel that they'll come again. Their time will come, but it's a slow burner this season for them so far. Craven looks for Walsh. Walsh beats Hart, gets the ball in. Who's first to that? Aaron Edwards does really, really well. Sodi loses possession. Davis brings it away. Davis, he needs to get his head up. He needs to find support. Kabongo goes with him all the way, and that's a tough challenge. He acknowledges that, and I would imagine that might be a yellow card for Edwards. If it's not, he gets away with it.
Yes, Jordan's done well. Buys them a bit of time getting up the field, and it's a crazy foul for Joel to commit there. He's going nowhere. He's facing the stand, and he's jumped in through frustration maybe, and they've got to.
Davis scored the second goal. Needs some attention. Just to remind you, tomorrow, the first game of the Janeiro division, New Saints against champions Cardiff. New players, plenty of anticipation for that. Live on S4C at 5:15, followed by Wales under-21 against Denmark under-21. Live on your channels at 7:15, followed by the highlights of all of this weekend's fixtures at 9:35 as usual on S4C. And to cap it all, Wales play Canada in an international live from Swansea at 7:20 on S4C on Tuesday night. Plenty to come. 15 minutes and a couple more to play here at Cardiff Met, who need a goal. But it's the visitors who hurl this one. Oh! And it's put in, and the heads are held in the hands, because once again Louis Robles has found the net, and things go from bad to worse to Cardiff Met, and better for Colwyn Bay. No goals until today, and 2 suddenly for Louis Robles. Cardiff Met 1, Colwyn Bay 3.
That's what I say about conceding silly free kicks. Joel's put his team in a real difficult situation, and then it's a great ball in by Jordan Davis where the players are running onto it, and Louis took a chance. It's a great ball across the face of the goal, and Louis taking a chance that they win the first contact in the box, which they did, and Louis scored a great goal, a great poacher's goal.
Well, good play by Solomon Ford. He got his head to the ball. It was a clever header. He could have gone for goal. He went across the face of the goal, and Robles was there to take advantage. And I seem to recall a first half conversation, Colin, instigated by me, it must be said, wondering whether Louis Robles scores enough goals. Well, he may have heard us, because 2 this game, and it's going to need some comeback now from Cardiff Met.
Yeah, people have criticised Louis for not scoring enough over the last couple of seasons, but he's been injury struck for quite a long time, and he's coming back from injury, and he plays such an honest lad. He always wants to get back on the field, and he maybe come back too soon and too early.
Elliot Evans, good cross in.
And you know, people shouldn't judge him just on the goals, which is silly to say really, but his work rate has been outstanding, and you know, his performance today has been outstanding. Work rate, chasing things.
Well, you said it. You would always pick him, you'd always take him with you, and he has started every game for Colwyn Bay, goals or no goals, because of that industry up front. Now, Cardiff Met really have to throw everything now at Colwyn Bay. Here's the substitute, Williams. That's a poor ball. Up towards Williams. 15 minutes to play. Simple ball over the back. Davis gets the ball in, looks for Robles, who's now, of course, looking for this hat-trick. And he would have hoped, perhaps, for better service. But Davis, he works hard, but he also creates goals. He wins free kicks. He's at the source of so many good things for Colwyn Bay.
Yeah, he's done well, Jordan. You know, he's got his goal, and he's working hard tirelessly for the team to get them up the field. You know, they have a low block and then they break, and he's a massive part of that, breaking forward with his legs and ball carrying skills. He's getting them up into areas where they can cause problems.
Hart. Reynolds. They really need the ball up the pitch. In fact, it was Craven. Craven back to Absalom. Scrappy, and that will suit Colwyn Bay. Two changes coming for the home side. Sam Jones is leaving, and Jake Morris coming on, and it's Dixon Kabongo who's the second to come on, and Riley Lonergan comes on for Dixon Kabongo. Kabongo's worked hard, and it's not been Sam Jones's day, really. There's been a very little threat up front. So Lonergan, a midfielder.
Sam was quiet in the game, disappointed really, but he's been by himself against three defenders. He hasn't had a lot of service, he hasn't missed any chances, hasn't had any crosses to thrive on, which Sam normally does, and it's been a difficult day for him, and he'll be frustrated coming off there, but he's been left to fight for scraps really against the three dominant centre-backs in Siddle, Pete and Ford.
And Riley Lonergan, one of the substitutes introduced, now on loan with Cardiff Met until January from Newport, and quite a day for the other substitute, Jake Morris, a 21-year-old attacker, and he makes his first ever appearance in the JD Welsh Prem. And we approach 12 minutes from the end of the game, and Cardiff Met need 2 goals. We think there may be another change. Eunice Cabo possibly leaving, and we'll see now his brother, Isa Cabo, coming on to replace him. They are brothers, aren't they, Colin?
Yeah, they are brothers. They look identical twins, they are. And it's quite difficult to sometimes it's only the numbers on the shirt, you can tell the difference. But Ita's a very good player. Just the same, he runs the same, looks the same haircut as well. So it's they're 2 good lads and very energetic and a lot of desire to do well in the game.
Thank goodness they're both not playing at the same time then, Colin, otherwise we might be in difficulty.
Yeah, from the front you won't spot them, but from the back you'll spot their numbers.
And again, Robles goes down now. That's suggestive of a wild kick by Craven. Well, Robles might have to feel that that's what you have to take when you go in aggressively like he does, and he gives up on nothing. Even if the ball is over the dead ball line, Louis Robles will continue to fight. And it was more of a kick in frustration, I think, by Craven. Let's have a look.
Oof.
I think he was trying to kick the ball, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Craven's quite fiery, and I think Louis tried to irritate him a little bit there, and Craven's, whether he's gone to kick the ball or not, but
says a former player who knew the difference between handbags and a real dispute. Ball with Walsh. We've got 10 minutes of the game to play, and Cardiff Met, the home side, needs something really dramatic to happen. There's plenty of time, but they mustn't lose the ball cheaply like that. They come again with Walsh. Staying down is Robles, his turn to have a moan. Sodi. Lonergan. What was that? You have to ask if you support Cardiff Met. And in the end, Ryan Reynolds did well, yeah, to create something and to salvage something, and he was really unhappy with his own player there. Robles is still down, by the way. And he'll get some treatment now, and the dispute goes on. Craven, yeah, will continue to try and wind him up, and Robles seems to suggest, I might meet you again in a few minutes, we'll see what happens. All rather untidy, all unhelpful to Cardiff Met. And as we see there, Michael Wilde in his shorts, I would imagine a very happy, satisfied man at the moment, Col.
Yeah, it looks as though he's going to get his first win in the league, so you know, it's so crucial to get points on the board, and he'll be happy with the performance. I don't think Brown's been tested a lot since he's come in on his debut, a young lad. So Cardiff Met would have been trying to force the goalie into mistakes and put a bit of pressure on him, but you know, Colwyn Bay have defended ever so well with the low block and the three big centre halves, and managed Sam Jones, and they've done really, really well. And like I say, you know, you see their line of defenders there, and they're all well drilled, just like the Andy Morrison days when Mike Wilde was involved in it.
And it may be that we've seen the last of Louis Robles. It may be that he won't have a chance to have his hat-trick. Ethan Roberts, I think, is warming up, a midfielder, joined from Llandudno. And in the meantime, Cardiff Met wait patiently. Yep. We'll have confirmation whether that is Ethan Roberts. It certainly is. And it's a free kick to Cardiff Met. They need a goal. Again, good header by Pete. That's why he's here. Does so well, Craven. Craven. Back towards Lonergan. Lonergan into the box again. And they're winning all the headers, the important balls. Carbo does enough. Elliot Evans, and you sense the urgency now creeping into Cardiff Met's game. There's plenty of time, but when you're in the last 10 minutes, every opportunity has to be taken. Joel Edwards out to Sodi again, who's seen so much of the ball. Mwandwe. Oh, what a ridiculous push. Referee allows the ball to continue in play. He's indicated that he's seen that. We'll have a word later, perhaps. Mwandwe again whips the ball in, and they're falling like pins. And in the end, Aaron Edwards, composed, finds Hart, composed, out it comes. And the referee, well, he's going to let that go. That push, I'm not sure what that was all about. Joel Edwards out towards Elliot Evans. Mwandwe wants it, gets it. Lonergan, inside Lonergan is Craven. Lonergan, that's a poor ball, not for the first time. A wasted pass, and Colwyn Bay will take their time.
I think the subs for Cardiff Met have not affected the game at all or influenced the game. I think they've not added to them at all in terms of trying to change the result round. And it's important that Ryan, or they try and be better on the ball than what they have been here. I think they haven't got enough forwards on, and it's just a lonely figure of Mwambi there against Pete, Cyril and Ford, and they need bodies forward to try and get goals to change games, obviously.
And it might be an interesting place to be, the Cardiff Met changing room at the end of this game, because by all accounts, after losing last week by 4-2 to Flint, Ryan Jenkins was not happy. He let rip and let the players know what he felt, and he let the players know just exactly what they needed to do to respond. Well, he'll probably feel that response hasn't come certainly from many of the players today, but they have a rather cheap corner. Ryan Reynolds to take it, both arms in the air. Up come Craven. There also is Jonah Williams, as well as Sam Hart. 5 minutes to play. A goal now might make it rather an exciting 5 minutes. That's a shocking free kick. Normally, but in the context of this game as well, when you have that opportunity, as you've said so many times, Colin, it has to be better.
Definitely, it's half a chance of scoring, and the ball there's terrible to go. It's so disheartening when you run from the back to go for the set play, and the player puts it over the back of the goal or out of play, and you can see the body language of Cardiff Met just drop and run backwards on that.
Yeah, and the fact that Ryan Reynolds, of all players, does that, former Penabont player, of course, and joint top scorer, the man who usually sets the standards. Something's not right here at the moment. Flint have scored a 5th. It's still no goals at Bala, and the New Saints, they've got 5 as well. So plenty of goals to see on our highlights programme on Monday night, 9:35 on S4C, and Carnarvon and Barry might add to that as well. 4 here at the moment. Sodi finds Lonergan. Lonergan closed down by Aaron Edwards. Holds his ground. Wandwe. And a determined play by Cabo. Rather too determined. And, acknowledges that. Wando has worked hard.
Wambi's run inside and his right foot, put his body across Issa, and he's fouled him. And I'd like to see how many free kicks both teams have conceded in silly areas.
And this would turn out to be a really silly area to concede a free kick if something comes from this. It's an opportunity, and of course, with nothing to lose now, Cardiff Met have moved almost their entire team up into the box, and once again it's simply overhit, Colin.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a poor ball. You got to, if he's overhitting it, it's got to aim towards the back post and go in the back of the side net, and he can't miss the goal. It's the free kick.
Well, he's asking why nobody moved in at the back, but I think
it's
if
easy
somebody
after
had
the event.
Yeah, you'd need a better free kick, back post or not.
Yeah, he can't miss the flight. He's got to go across the flight of the ball and put it inside the back netting. Can't miss the target on the flight, because if everybody misses it, so many bodies there, it does bounce in on that back post.
Interesting to see Sam Hart there complaining that Colwyn Bay hit the long ball. He feels now is the time to keep possession, not to give Cardiff Met another opportunity to come at them. That's what's happened. Lonergan, who's seen a lot of the ball since coming on. Edwards looks for Mwandwe, and in fairness, Issa Cabo, as busy as Eunice, his twin, was, working hard. Sodi again. Elliot Evans. With him is Walsh. It's left for the substitute Williams. No room just to go square. We're in almost the last minute of the 90. Pete doing what Pete has done so effectively all game. Heads clear. Williams again. That hits Hart. and that's a corner kick, and one feels that Cardiff Met really have to score from this corner kick.
Yeah, Pete, middle of goal, cleared in there, defending the edge of the box. You know, Cardiff Met don't seem to really have an aerial threat, but he's done really, really well, Pete. But obviously Cardiff Met have played into their hands as well.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Pete is that Mike Wilde could never score against him. I think he only ever scored once, so Wilde's decided if you can't beat them, join them. And he's got him on board, and it's worked. Corner kick comes in, goalie comes, holds well, and Alex Brown will feel quite happy with his first ever appearance in the Cymru Prem. Not really tested. That'll be a source of disappointment for Cardiff Met, as we see they have 4 additional minutes to make something happen. But Davis has it. Davis finds Hughes. Hughes to Cabo. Aaron Edwards. Cabo goes on his bike quickly. With him is Elliot Evans. Good play by Cabo, keeping possession, and wins a corner.
This has done really well there. You know, he stands them up in a 1v1 and then he's bought a corner. Just ideal what Mike Wilde would want with 4 minutes to go. Corner to the Bay, down the far end, as far as they can away from the goal. And it'd be interesting to see if he sends all the big lads up. Doesn't look as though Nathan Pete's coming, Siddle's come. I'm not sure if they're going to risk it or just try and see the game out.
Well, they're going to do everything in slow motion now, you suspect. Sam Hart will take the kick, of course he will.
Yeah.
And
There's Ford and Cyril now, but you know, as long as they're not counter-attack, the delivery needs to be good. Maybe they could get a fourth if Sam Hart puts a good one in.
If they were behind, you suspect they'd have come a little bit quicker into the penalty area. That's a good one in. It was worth coming. Nice one, Cyril. Lewis Cyril makes it 4. And what an afternoon for Colwyn Bay. They're securing their first win of the season, and doing so in style. Cardiff Met 1, Colwyn Bay 4.
It's a great delivery by Sam Hart. He's wasted the first few that he had, but just said it like the aerial strength of Colwyn Bay is so good, and it's a great in-swinger. I'm not sure if Kellen's been blocked. He's got himself in a wrestle with Aaron Williams, who doesn't seem to be doing anything, and Siddle's been outstanding and well in both boxes. And that's the difference in the game. You've got to defend your 6 yards, you've got to defend your 18-yard boxes, and that's what it's all about. Colwyn Bay have done ever so well to defend their own and go and punish the other team.
And without wishing to rub salt in the wound, Cardiff Met have now conceded 4 goals for the second game in a row, having lost last week by 4 goals to 2 against Flint and One Wonders. What Ryan Jenkins might say to them after this game, because you do feel that he has cause for some complaint. Elliot, can he make it 4-2? And Elliot does that so well, doesn't he? We've seen so many goals from that distance, of that nature.
Yeah, Elliot Evans has picked a great pocket up the other side of the referee there. And, you know, he normally bends them in, and he's put a great shot against the crossbar there, but it's just too little, too late.
Well, Colwyn Bay will be moving up to 7th in the Cymru Prem with this win. Carnarvon, Bala, and between them TNS all level. 1, 2 and 3 before Carnarvon play Barry tomorrow, again at 12:30. So a busy afternoon. And at this stage of the season, of course, the kind of afternoon that can change things dramatically in the league. Flint 5-0 against Llanelli. That's finished. Bala 0, Penabont 0. Still playing there, I believe. New Saints 5-0 against Haverfordwest. Still on. And not yet started, because it's tomorrow. Carnarvon and Barry. And we're into the last minute, the last 10 seconds. And it'll be an agonising 10 seconds for Cardiff Met, and they make a little bit of a Sauzier of even clearing that. Good shot in by substitute George Hughes, but that will be it, and that's a very fine and very important win, and deserved win, Colin Caton.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't think that. I thought it could have been a draw after half time. It's on the first half showing, but Colwyn Bay have absolutely dominated the second half, physically strong in both boxes, and you know, they've done great. And Mike Wiles got his first win, which he'll be over the moon with.
Robles put the visitors ahead. Wonderful goal from Wandue, brought Cardiff Met level. Then goals from Jordan Davis, Robles again, and the late one from Lewis Siddle made it 4. That means that Met Cardiff are still without a win. Michael Wilde has his first win as a Cymru Prem manager, and Colwyn Bay have their first win of the season. Met Cardiff 1 by Colwyn 4. Thank you for your company.